Hi everyone, today I have a treat for you all. I'm going to be taking you through my first ever, full long flow. The reason I'm doing this, I've had a lot of you asking me for flows more than 25 minutes, especially you, Sophia. So I expect to see you all tagging me on your Instagrams and tell me how you like it. Before we start, there are a few things that I need to go through. This type of flow is basically how I do my group classes, so it gives you a bit of a taster for that. Grab a block if you need it. With the laptop, we'll be moving from left and right, backwards and forwards, so wherever you can see me, maybe put me just in center. Another thing to think about is it's called a ladder flow. So you'll see as we go on, I have a set basis. We repeat this basis and then we add on a little bit more. And then the next round we add a little bit more, so then you can get a feel for it, and then hopefully, this is my intention, that it becomes more like a moving meditation the more times that you do it. So that being said, grab a block, grab your mat, grab some water, and let's get ready to flow. I hope you like it. Let's start off in a comfortable seat. So cross-legged position, maybe bringing a block underneath the sit bones and closing down the eyes. Let the palms rest on the knees, palms facing up, and completely just settle into the posture. Start to feel the ground underneath the sit bones. Bring the heart on top of the pelvis, crown of the head on top of the heart. Letting go of any to-do lists that might be in the mind. And just committing to the practice. And then slowly bringing the awareness into the body. Feeling the body from within the body. Let the flesh just melt around the bones. And slowly start to become aware of the breath. The gentle rise and fall of the chest. The wind in the nostrils. Maybe even finding the breath in the back of the body. And now slowly bringing more intention to the breath. With every inhale, feel the belly up, find that sensation of full. And then exhale completely all the way out until empty. 2 more like this. Breathe in, belly fills like a balloon, all the way up to the collarbones. And exhale completely down into the root. 1 more. Inhaling. Belly rises, chest rises. And exhale, let it go. Resuming back to the normal breath. Noticing the difference in the body. And then finally, bringing the hands to the heart. Setting your sankalpa for today. Your intention, your mantra, or maybe dedicating this practice to something higher than yourself. Take an inhale to seal. Exhale, namaste, welcome to practice. So slowly blink the eyes open. Bring both hands behind you at a clasp. Clasping the fingertips, bring the hands towards the left waist. Left ear goes down towards the left shoulder. Feeling the stretch into the right hand side of the neck. Keep pushing the right shoulder down. And then slowly, staying exactly where you are, just moving the chin. Bring the chin towards the chest. Feel the different sensations in the stretch. Either staying stationary or moving up and down with the neck. Slowly releasing the neck, the upper back. And then inhale, come back up to neutral. Taking the hands over to the right hand side. Exactly the same, right ear towards the right shoulder. Keep pushing that left shoulder down. Breathing into the sides of the neck. And then dropping the chin towards the chest. Feeling the stretch move. Adding movement if it feels good for you today. And then inhale, come up through center. Take the hands behind you. Roll the shoulder blades back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the arms up just as high as you can. Keeping the chest proud. Either hold in here or maybe begin to fold forward. Depending on how you feel today, depending on the flexibility. Hold in for 2. And 1, inhale, slowly rise. Take the arms up towards the sky, breathe in. As you breathe out, twist towards the left. Right hand to the outside of that left knee, left arm comes behind you. Take an inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist just a tiny bit more. Grounding down through both sit bones. A few more breaths. And breathe in, take the arms all the way up. As you exhale, rotate towards the right. Left hand outside of that right knee. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist a tiny bit more. Notice what's happening with the neck. Can you relax it? Does it need to be looking so far behind you, or is it creating strain for you today? Holding for 2. And 1, breathe in to come to center. Take the hands behind you. Come high onto the fingertips, thumbs facing towards the butt. As you breathe in, lift through the hips, release those hip flexors. If it feels good, maybe dropping the head and chin back. Breathing into the heart. And exhale, slowly release. Coming onto an all fours position. So ground down through the hands. Bring the knees underneath the hips. Take an inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart up. As you exhale, push them round through the upper back. 2 more like this. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, heart goes high. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, push the floor away, doming through the heart. 1 more inhale. Drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, push and round. Good. Breathe in, come to neutral. Doing exactly the same. This time we're going to lift the right leg up. Point the toes. Notice if your hip wants to splay out, thinking of pulling the inner thighs together. Belly button in towards the spine. Then breathe in, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, slow and control, bring that knee in towards the nose. 2 more, inhale to lift. Exhale to round. 1 more, breathe in, lift all the way up. Exhale, round through the upper back, knee towards the nose, hold it there. Slowly step the right foot in between the hands. Take an inhale to look forward. As you exhale, straighten through that front leg. Flex the back toes, half split. Now this is where a bit of Sarah comes in, so start to shake your hips for me. Maybe take your toes from side to side and really just opening up through that hip joint. Sometimes it takes more movement to open up through the joints than it does just stretching along. Wherever you find that spot that feels a little bit more interesting, hold it there. Breathe in, bring the heart towards the toes. If you want to go further, maybe bend the elbows, think lower. Remember, it's only the warm-up. Hold for 2. And 1, slowly bend into that right leg. Ground down through the palm, step the right foot back, right knee on the ground. Opposite side. And ground down through the index finger and thumb. Left leg lifts up high, breathe in. Breathe out, slow and controlled, knee in towards the nose. 2 more, inhale, we lift. Exhale to crunch. 1 more, breathe in, collarbones go wide. Exhale, knee in towards the nose, round the upper back, hold for just a second. Step the left foot in between the hands. Look forward on the inhale. As you exhale, slowly come back into that half split. Flexing the left toes, swaying the hips from side to side, waking up the hips, waking up the hamstrings. Finding that spot that feels ever so sweet, and hold it there. Breathing into the stretch. Hold in for 2. And 1, inhale, come forward. Ground down through the hands. This time, tuck the back toes. Ground down through the floor, round the upper back, lift the right knee off the ground, step it back, downward facing dog. Your first downward dog of the practice. So get comfortable. Again, start walking out the feet, swaying the hips. Wherever you are, let your head and neck get heavy. Grounding down through the index and thumb. Maybe lifting a leg, maybe lifting another. Maybe sinking the chest further, opening up through the shoulders. And then when you're ready, coming into stillness. Biceps in towards each other. Taking a few rolling vinyasas to warm up the spine. So as you inhale, come high onto the toes. Ripple the spine forward, round the upper back as if you're coming into plank. And as you exhale, bend the knees. Bring the hips down towards the heels. Inhale, straighten the legs. 2 more like this. Breathe in, come forward. Find your plank. Bend the knees, hips towards the heels. Take it back. Move with your own breath, with the movement once more. Inhale, rolling, rippling forward. Exhale, bending through the knees, taking it all the way back, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Gaze between the toes or up at the navel. Notice my ribs right now are flaring. Belly button in towards the spine. See how much more length I get in that back. Keep pushing the heels towards the ground. 1 more big deep breath. On your next inhale, come high onto the toes. Look forward, walking the toes in towards the hands. Breathe in to halfway lift and lengthen. Breathe out, fold it down. Soften through the knees. Maybe sway from side to side, maybe interlace opposite hands or opposite elbows. Let gravity do the work with the upper body. Hold in for 2. And 1, inhale, slowly rise, rolling the spine, stacking the vertebra on vertebra. Head's the last thing to come up. Take an inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands towards your heart. Good. Starting our flow with a few sun salutations. So breathe in, take the arms all the way up. As you exhale, bending from the waist, hands find the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine. As you exhale, plant the hands. This time, just step back, downward facing dog. Chaturangas are overrated, so today we're missing them out. On an inhale, roll that spine forward. Ripple the spine forward, come into plank. As you exhale, pull the wrist back in towards the hips. Slowly opening through the collarbones, take the hips towards the ground, bend the elbows if you need to, keep the chest proud. As you exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Sinking the chest towards the thighs. Try and bring the armpits in towards each other to create space in the upper back. Hold in for 2. And 1, inhale, look forward. Lightly step to the front. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold it down. Inhale, root to rise. Take your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands towards your heart. One more round. Breathe in, take it all the way up. Exhale, slowly fold forward, hands find the ground. Inhale for a flat back. As you exhale, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog, going through your rolling vinyasa. Breathe in, come high onto the toes, roll that spine forward. As you exhale, pull back on the wrists, drop the hips down, open the heart, maybe tuck the toes, maybe keep them there. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a big breath into the belly. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale to look forward. Step or jump to the front. Breathe in, flat back, maybe hands come to the shins. Exhale, slowly fold them. Inhale, root to rise. Take your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. So hopefully you're warm enough to start our flow. So it'll be the first round, and like I said, we'll repeat it and keep adding on. So ground down through the feet, find that Tadasana pose. Connect to the feet. Tuck the tailbone slightly, roll the shoulder blades back, and lift the heart. Take an inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward, come on down. Breathe in, we halfway lift. Breathe out, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog, going through your vinyasa. In your own time, rolling that spine forward. As you exhale, drop the hips, lift the heart. And slowly take it back, downward facing dog. Straight away, lift the right leg up high. Keep the toe flexed. Try not to open through the hip. Instead, keep pushing that right heel towards the back. Left heel's grounding down towards the floor. And then inhale, open the hips. Take that split up as high as you can. 2 options here. As you breathe in, you can come forward, scorpion that dog, bring the right toes toward the forehead. If this is too much, take a normal knee to nose crunch. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, come forward, scorpion that dog. One more, breathe in, we lift. Breathe out, scorpion. Inhale, lift the right leg all the way up. As you exhale, slow and control, bring that knee in towards the nose. Rounding through the upper back, hold it for 2. And 1, step the foot in between the hands. Look forward. Stay high onto the left toes. Make sure the feet are still hip-width distance apart. As you breathe in, lean forward with the heart, extending through the left back heel. As you breathe out, bend the back heel, straighten the right leg, kind of like a modified half split. 2 more pulses here. Breathe in, come forward. Breathe out, bend the left knee, come back. 1 more, inhale, come forward. Exhale, take it back. This time, breathe in, come forward. Ground down through both big toes, slowly rise, find that high lunge. So try and keep a buoyancy here. Try not to lock out the legs. Instead, find that freedom that comes with being able to move. Then take an inhale, straighten up through the front leg. As you exhale, bending through the arms, cactus, find a baby back bend. 1 more like this, inhale, lift. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, lift all the way up. As you exhale this time, cactus the arms, but interlace the fingers behind you. Roll the shoulder blades back, lift the heart up towards the sky, push down with the fist towards the floor. Hold in for 3, for 2, and 1, look forward. Keep the hands at the clasp, step the left foot next to the right. Fold it forward, come all the way down. Soften through the knees. Take a little bit of a break. Keep pushing to the outside edges of the feet to lift the tailbone up a bit more. Hold in for 2. And 1, exhale, release the hands. Full length of the inhale, slowly rise, come all the way up. Arms go high. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Left hand side, breathe in, lift all the way up. Exhale, slowly fold forward, full length of the exhale. Breathe into halfway lift, tailbone goes back. Slowly plant the hands down, find that downward facing dog. Breathe in, roll the spine forward, find that rolling vinyasa, move with the breath like you're moving through water, drop the hips down, open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left hand side. Left leg lifts high, breathe in. Flex the toes, push that heel towards the back of the room. Ground down through the hands, find a solid foundation. Then inhale, lift that leg up, open the hip as high as you can, breathe in. As you breathe out, any variation of the crunch, either scorpion the dog or bring the knee towards the nose. Inhale to lift. Exhale, scorpion. 1 more, breathe in, lift. Breathe out, scorpion. Inhale, lift that leg all the way up. As you exhale, bring that knee in towards the nose, round the upper back, keep the hips low. Hold for 2. And 1, step the foot in between the hands. Take an inhale, lift the heart, look forward. Keep pushing that right heel towards the back of the room. Breathe in. As you breathe out, straighten the left leg, bend the right knee, come down, modified half split. 2 more, inhale, come forward. Exhale, take it back. 1 more, breathe in, come forward. Breathe out, take it back, find the stretch in the hamstrings. Inhale, come forward, ground down through the toes, rise, find that buoyant high lunge. Good. Left hip back, right hip forward. Breathe in, straighten up through the front leg. Breathe out, cactus, baby back bend. Good, inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus. Breathe in, lift all the way up. As you breathe out this time, bend the left knee, bring the hands behind you at a clasp. Roll the shoulder blades back, lift the heart up. Take the fist down towards the ground, find that opening in the heart. Hold in for 2. And 1, look forward. Step the right foot next to the left. Bow down, squeeze in the fist together. See if you can get a little bit further than before. Holding it here. Breathing into the shoulders, breathing into the back of the legs. And exhale, slowly release it all down. On your next inhale, ragdoll, slowly make your way all the way up. Take an inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, bring your hands down, find that Tadasana. So taking a second here. Repeating that flow once over, but just add in a little bit more spice. Come back to your intention. Hold it in your heart as you inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, slowly come down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Rolling the spine forward, finding that plank. Lower the hips, lift the heart up. Hips towards the wrist. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, lift the right leg up high. Take it up as high as you can. Keep pushing the left heel towards the ground. Breathe in. As you breathe out, come forward, scorpion that dog. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, scorpion. One more, breathe in, kick it up. Breathe out, scorpion that dog. Bring the toes towards the head. Inhale to lift. Exhale, bring that knee in towards the nose, round the upper back, no more holding. Step the foot in between the hands. Breathe in to look forward. Breathe out, bend the back knee, straighten the right leg. Two more, inhale, come forward, push that left hip flexor down. Exhale, take it back. One more, breathe in, come forward. Exhale, straighten, find the stretch. And breathe in, come forward. Ground down through the feet, rise, find that high lunge. Right hip back, left hip forward. Shoulders away from the ears. Take an inhale to lift. Exhale, bend the elbows, heart goes high. One more, breathe in. Breathe out, cactus the arms, bend that right knee. Hands come behind you at a clasp. Roll the shoulder blades back, lift the heart. Can you sink a little bit deeper this time? Hold for 2. And 1, inhale, look forward. Step the left foot next to the right. Folding forward, keeping the clasp or letting the arms go. Because it doesn't feel good if it's not serving you today. There are no judgments. Adding a little bit on now. Hands come down to the floor. Take an inhale to rise, come all the way up. Breathe in to lift the arms. As you breathe out, bend the knees, cactus, in an utkatasana, so keep the weight on the heels. Tuck the tailbone down. And then slowly ground down through the right foot, lift the left leg. Turning towards the left now. Make a rotation with the spine. Find your stability, then slowly left leg goes back as the right hand goes down. Open it up to that Ardha Chandrasana. Flex the back toes. Breathe in for 2. And 1, slow and control, bend that right knee. Step the left foot back. Warrior 2. Check your alignment. The front heel and the back arch should be in line. Try not to lean forward, but bring the weight onto the pelvis. Take an inhale, straighten up through the front leg. As you exhale, sink it low, come down, warrior 2. One more, breathe in, we lift. Breathe out to sink. Hold it there. Ground down through the knife edge of the back foot. Take an inhale, flip the palm, reach it forward. Exhale, reverse, heart up towards the ceiling. Shoulder away from the ear. Can you bring your belly button up towards the sky? Hold for 2. And 1, inhale, warrior 2. Take a breath. Then slowly beginning to bend into this left leg. Find a mini skandasana towards the back. So keep the belly straight. Keep the spine straight. Hold in here, just pulsing. Breathe in, warming up the legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look down. Turning towards the back of the mat. Right hand goes down, left arm reaches up high, come high onto the back right toes. If you want to add a back bend here, keep reaching back with that left arm. Hold in for 2. And 1, exhale, left hand goes down. Step it back, downward facing dog. Taking a rolling vinyasa here, staying in downward dog, or maybe just a child's pose. Getting ready for the left-hand side. Come back to the breath you started with. And on your next inhale, lift the left leg up high, breathe in. Take it up as high as you can. Think of splitting through the legs, opening through that hamstrings, sinking the chest back towards the thigh. Take an inhale. As you exhale, scorpion that dog, come forward. Inhale to lift. Exhale, scorpion, come forward. One more, breathe in, lift the leg all the way up. Breathe out, scorpion. This time, inhale, kick the leg all the way up. Exhale, bring that knee in towards the nose, rounding through that upper back. Step the foot in between the hands. Look forward. Keep pushing that right hip flexor down. Feel the stretch in the back of the leg. As you exhale, straighten through the left leg, bend the back knee, find the stretch in the front. Engaging and releasing here. Breathe in, come forward, bend the knee. Breathe out, take it back. One more. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, take it back. Flex the toes. Inhale, come forward. Ground down through the feet, rise, high lunge. Left hip back, right hip forward. Getting ready to pulse. Breathe in to lift up, lengthen, straighten the left leg. Exhale, sink it down like cactus. One more, breathe in, we lift. Breathe out, cactus, open up through that heart. Hands come behind you. Roll the shoulder blades back. Can you take the fist a little bit closer towards the ground? Keep pushing the right heel towards the back of the room, maybe squeezing that back glute. Holding for 2. And 1, come forward. Right foot next to the left, bow it down, let it go. Hands either overhead or take them out in front of you. Soften through the knees. Take a second and take a breath. And then on your next inhale, slowly rise, come all the way up. Breathe in, lift the arms up. As you breathe out, cactus the arms, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Just like we did before. Bringing the weight to the outside edges of the feet. And then slowly ground down through that left foot. Lift the right leg in towards your chest on an inhale. Take a twist towards the right, breathe in. Hold it there. Find that rotation in the spine. Notice if your head is going to help, or maybe it's just straining the traps. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, slowly take that right foot back. Left hand goes down, find that half moon. With the block, maybe floating, maybe the hands on the floor. Wherever you are, push the right heel towards the back, crown of the head reaching towards the front. Breathe in for 2. And 1, slowly bend that left leg. Step the right foot back. Make it fluid, windmill the arms, find that warrior 2. Check the alignment of the feet. And take an inhale, lift, straighten the left leg, arms go high. Exhale, bend, sink lower. 1 more, breathe in, we lift. Breathe out, sink lower. Hold it there. Lifting up and out of the waist. Gaze over that middle finger. Take an inhale, flip the palm, reach it forward. Exhale, keep a bend in that left leg. Take the left arm up and over, reverse. Option to look down, option to lift the gaze. Wherever you are, think of lengthening through that side body. Breathe in for 2. And 1, inhale, come forward. Coming onto that right leg. Put a slight bend as if you're coming into Skandasana towards the right. Keep the spine straight, open up through the arms. I like to call this the ninja way. Hold it there. Pulse in, bending into that leg. For 3. For 2. And 1, and exhale, turning back towards the front. Left hand goes down, right arm reaches, open up through that heart. Keep pushing that left heel back, bring the shoulders away. And exhale, right hand goes down. Step it back, downward facing dog. Everyone come down onto your knees, take a child's pose. Forehead towards the ground. Take a rest. So catching the breath. Trying to come back to the breath you started with. And then when you're ready, grind down through the hands, tuck the toes, bring it back, downward facing dog. Good news is only one more full round to go. With that in mind, look forward. Step or jump to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Breathe in, root to rise, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands towards your heart. Beautiful. Last round on the right side. Give it all you've got. Take an inhale to lift. Exhale, fold forward, hands find the floor. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Ripple that spine forward. Your body already knows where it's going. Lower the hips, lift the heart up, find that extension. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts high, breathe in. This time, bend that knee, open up that hip, flex the toes. Try and get the right heel towards that left glute, feeling the stretch in the quads. Take an inhale to straighten. Exhale, come forward, scorpion. Only two this round. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, scorpion. Inhale, kick the foot all the way up. Exhale, bring that knee in towards the nose. You know where we're going. Step the foot in between the hands. Take an inhale, lengthen through that spine, look forward. Exhale, bring it back, bend the left knee, flex the right foot. Two more, inhale, look forward. Exhale, take it back. One more, inhale, looking forward, wide through the collarbones. Exhale, bend the back knee, straighten the right hamstring. Breathe in to come forward, push down through the big toes, rise, find that high lunge. Soft with the hands. Breathe in, straighten through the right leg. Exhale, come down, cactus, lead with the heart. Inhale to lift. Exhale, cactus, find that back bend. Hands come down behind you with a clasp. Roll the shoulder blades back. Now push out of that right heel. See if you can lift up and back a little bit more. Hold for 2. And 1, come forward. Release the hands, forward fold at the top of the mat. Straight away, let's go for this. Take an inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, cactus. Breathe in, ground down through the right heel, lift the left knee. Take a twist towards the left. Find that rotation first, complete the movement. Then slowly extend the left leg back, open up through those hips. Right hand comes down. Stack the hips on top of each other. Hold in. Think of lengthening through the waist. And then slow and controlled, step the left foot back. Windmill the arms, find that warrior 2. 2 pulses, breathe in, straighten the front leg, arms go high. Exhale, sink it down low. 1 more, breathe in to lift. Breathe out to sink. Hold it there. Think of tucking the tailbone under, pushing down through that back heel. Flip the palm, breathe in, reach forward. Breathe out, take it back. Option to stay here, option to lift the left arm. Use the obliques to keep you there. Hold in. For 2 and 1, inhale, warrior 2. As you exhale, bending into that left leg. Flex the right toes, straight spine, find that ninja skandasana. Breathe in for 2 and 1. This time, sink it all the way down. Come into that full skandasana. So So my hips are rather close today due to yesterday's workout. So we're going to pulse here. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bring your skandasana to the right. Good. Inhale to lift. Exhale to the left. Hold it there. Keep the chest lifted. If the back toes aren't grounded, try and lean forward and lift the hips a little bit more. Wherever you are, bring the breath into this pose. And then slowly turning towards the left. Right hand goes down, push out of that left heel, come high onto the right toe. Take an inhale, lift that left arm. Keep breathing, opening through the heart. And then slowly drop the right knee on the ground. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, straighten that left leg, flex the toes, left arm goes behind you. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, bring it back. Breathe in, come forward, hold it there. Turn the left toes out, right heel in. Good. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, bend the right leg. Left hand to the outside of that right foot. Good. Keep pushing that right foot in towards the hands as you lean back and open through the heart. And then as you exhale, slowly bring the foot in towards the butt. Square the shoulders here. If you don't have the foot in the hands, still just square the shoulders. Just think of leading the heart towards the front. Option to stay here. Option to come down on the forearms. Wherever you are, try not to let the left knee poke out towards the side. Bring it in towards the midline. Keep sinking the hips towards the floor. Hold in for 3, for 2, and 1. Slow and controlled, let go of the back foot. If you're on the elbows, plant the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. And then slowly come onto the knife edge of that right foot, lift the hips. Left arm goes up, breathe in. Slow and controlled, maybe the left foot stays in the middle, maybe it lifts up altogether. Come into that Vashisthasana. Option to stay here, work on strength. Or option, take the left foot back, open up through the heart, find that wild thing. Bringing the heart towards the back of the room. Pushing down through that left heel, maybe that hand comes closer towards the ground. Hold in for 2. And 1, exhale, flip it back over. Taking a vinyasa or come down onto your knees, child's pose, right hand side done. Just 1 more side to go. A few deep breaths. On your next inhale, slowly rise, downward facing dog. Left hand side. Left leg lifts up for that final time. Take it all the way up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend that knee. Open up that hip. If you want to open up through the shoulders, go for it. Find that stretch in the shoulder girdle. Take an inhale to straighten the legs, straighten the shoulders. As you exhale, come forward, scorpion. Breathe in to lift, just 2 this time. Breathe out to scorpion. Inhale, kick the foot back up. Exhale, bring that knee in towards the nose, rounding through the upper back. Step the foot in between the hands. Take an inhale, lift the chest, push that right hip flexor down. Exhale, straighten the left leg, bend the right knee, come down. Inhale, reaching forward with the heart. Exhale, reaching back with the hips. 1 more, breathe in, come forward. Breathe out, take it back. Inhale, come forward. Ground down through the feet, rise, find that high lunge. 2 bounces here. Take an inhale, lift up. Exhale, cactus the arms, heart towards the sky. Breathe in, we lift. Breathe out, bring it down. Interlace the hands behind you. Roll the shoulder blades back. Push out of that left heel. Notice if you can go a little bit further. Hold in for 2. And 1, inhale, come forward. Step the right foot next to the left. Forward fold, bend it down. Release in the back. And then when you're ready, root to rise, arms come all the way up, inhale. Exhale, cactus, bend the knees. Grounding down through that left foot, lift the right knee in towards the chest, breathe in. Breathe out, take that twist. Take a moment here. Then slow and controlled, right foot goes back. Stack the hips on top of each other, find that half moon. Think of lengthening through that left waist just as much as the right. Breathe in for 2. And 1, slow and controlled, step the right foot back. Find your Virabhadrasana 2. Take an inhale, straighten the front leg, look up. Exhale, sink it low. 1 more, breathe in, we lift. Breathe out, we sink. Gaze over the middle finger. Take an inhale, flip the palm, reach it forward. Exhale, reverse, bring it all the way back. Option to bring the right hand in for the action if you've got anything left. Breathe. For 2. And 1, inhale, warrior 2, complete the movement. As you exhale, ninja skandasana, keep that straight spine towards the front. Hold it there. For 2. And 1, sink it down low. Good. Hips a little bit more open this time. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, travel to the left with or without the hands. 1 more. Inhale. Slowly transition in towards the right. Turning towards the front, left hand goes down, come high to the back toes. Right arm reaches up and back, breathe it in. Then slowly left knee comes down on the ground. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, straighten out through that right foot, right hand comes back. Breathe in to come forward. Breathe out, take it back. 1 more inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale, come forward. Shuffle those right toes out towards 45-degree angle. Right arm still reaching up high. Untuck the left toes. Think of pushing this left hip flexor down towards the ground. Notice my left shoulder, pull it away. Option to stay here. Option to bend the right knee. Left knee. Right hand travels back, catches hold of the foot. Take an inhale, kick that foot away as you open up through the heart. Hold in here for just a second. And then as you exhale, if you have the foot or not, square the shoulders towards the front. Try and bring the heel towards the glute. Option to stay here. Option to come down onto the forearm. So try and soften here. Think about pushing the left hip flexor towards the ground as the heart still leads towards the front. Breathing into this stretch. For 2. And 1, slowly release the back leg if you have it. Bring both hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the left toes under. Lift the right leg. So turning the left toes, come onto the knife edge, pinky edge of the foot. Maybe this right foot stays in the middle if that's enough for you. Lift that right arm up. The shoulder is stacked on top of the wrist. Option to stay here, option to side plank. Any variations. If you still want more, bring the right leg behind you, open up through that heart, find that wild thing. Maybe you're coming into full wheel here. Maybe the hands touch the ground, or maybe you're still in side plank. That's the beauty of this practice. Hold for 2. And 1, now slowly come back for me. Finding your plank position. Walking the feet up into the hands. Bend the knees, sink the bum down low. Congratulations, the hard bit is over. So ending with just a few back bends. We're staying this low for the rest of the practice. So come lay down onto your back for me. Bring the feet in towards the bum. Notice how I've just rolled my shoulder blades down and bring the hands by the side. Recruiting the glutes first. So feet are hip-width distance apart. Take an inhale, ground down through the heels, lift the hips up, squeeze the glutes. As you exhale, lower it down. 3 more, inhale, lift, squeeze, exhale, lower. 1 more, breathe in, lift, squeeze it here, exhale, lower it all the way down. Now I need Matt to come and fix my mic. Now we're going into our final back bends. So usually in yoga, you're always told belly button to spine, tuck the tailbone. This for me, for back bends, make no sense. Whereas if you come into this natural lordosis that you can see here, already the femur bones are sitting into our hip sockets. So from this position, I might get shot in the yoga world for this, ground down through the feet, lift the hips. Notice how much more space you have here. Find that bridge pose. Squeeze the inner thighs, keep pushing through the heels. Big deep breaths. And then slowly lower, come all the way back down. Good. Resist the urge to fidget or bring the knees in towards the chest. Going a little bit up in intensity. If that was enough for you, stay there. If you want more, again, natural lordosis with the spine. Ground down through the heels, lift the hips all the way up. Now bring your hands behind you. Interlace the hands, roll up onto the shoulder blades. Ground down through the feet, squeeze the inner thighs, bring the back of the heart towards you. Breathe in here. Hold in. For 2. And 1, exhale, slowly come down. Give yourself a second. Again, resist the urge to counteract. We'll get there in a second. But for our last and final back bend, choosing whichever variation, number 1, number 2, or following me into full wheel. So if you're coming into full wheel, hands come down behind you. Fingers pointing back. Bring the elbows in towards each other. Again, notice the curve in my spine. Ground down through the feet. Use the power of the legs. Push up into that full wheel. Wherever you are, send the heart to the space in front of you. If you are uber flexible, try and straighten the legs. Bring in the stretch into the shoulder girdle. If you still want more, push the heels into the mat, lift the toes. Not the heels, the toes come up. Ground down through the heels, send the heart through the gates of the arms. Breathe in. For 3. For 2. And 1. Exhale, slowly come down. Chin in towards the chest. Lower back comes down, bring the knees in towards you. Slowly massage that lower back. Maybe rocking forwards and backwards. Maybe just side to side. Slowing everything down. And then when you're ready, starting to rock forwards and backwards. And just joining me in a seat. Extend the legs out in front of you. So before we go full forward folding, I want you to bend the knees a little bit. Have a slight gap in between them. Think about getting your belly button towards your thighs. So as much bend as you need to get it there. Hands can come to the shins, the ankles, or the feet. Roll the shoulder blades back, take the heart towards the toes. Notice now you should be feeling the stretch in the lower back. Forget your ego, forget the hamstrings, counteract what we've just done first. The flexibility is coming. If you feel like you need a tiny bit more, shuffle it back, but keep the connection between the belly and the thigh. Try and send the breath to the lower back. And then when you are ready, if it feels right for you, straighten out through the legs. If you straighten the legs and you come up here, please don't straighten your legs. What I want you to do is think about that lengthening. Think about growing out of the sit bones, bringing the heart towards the shins. Keep flexing those toes. And completely surrender down. Feel free to shake from side to side if that feels good. A few more big deep breaths. With every inhale, think about lengthening out of the sit bones. Every exhale to go a little bit deeper. One more big deep breath. Then inhale, start to roll the spine. Just like we did in the beginning, ragdolling the spine all the way up. This time, carry on all the way down. With or without control, that's completely up to you. I'm a bit shattered, so I'm definitely not going to use any control. Come to lie down onto your backs. One final spinal twist. Take the arms out wide. Left leg extends straight. Bring the right knee in towards the chest. Left hand to the outside of that right knee. Pull it across the body. Good. Maybe the knee makes it to the floor. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe that right shoulder's lifted up and who cares? Starting to wind down. Relaxing into the body. Letting go of any tension and just getting ready for that final resting spot. Just let every exhale melt you just a little bit more. And breathe in, slowly come back up to center. Take the right foot down. Left knee comes in towards your chest. Right hand over towards the left knee. And let it drop wherever feels comfortable. Gaze into the opposite side. And let in everything go. And inhale, come back up to center. If you feel like your practice needs anything today, feel free to take it now. A happy baby, maybe a shoulder stance. But if you are also ready, making your way to that final shavasana. So I always take shavasana with Baddha Konasana legs, which you can see now. This is one option for you. Or if not, just bring the legs as wide as the mat. Bring the hands to rest next to the body. But leave a little space for the armpits. Let the palms rest up. opening the lines of the heart, relaxing the jaw, relax the eyebrows. With every exhale, feel the tension leave in the body. For now, just completely surrender.